Hi guys, welcome to my channel 𝚑𝚑𝚊𝚗 Tarot. In today's pick a card reading, we will find out who is coming romantically in your life. Is it a next or an ex? So is it a new person or is it someone that you already dealt with before? So you can see an image on your screen right now. You've got 3 options to choose from. Feel free to pause the video over here, meditate on all your options, pick whichever one calls out to you the most. You'll find the timestamps in the pinned comment as well as in the description box below. So make your choice and let's get started. Hey group 1, if you guys chose the first image, let's take a look at your tea leaves first to find out the person that's about to come in your life. Is that an ex or is that a next? Let's see. What do we have? Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Interesting. Bowl, plenty of material things. And dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Alright, I've got 2 more of these because this is a pretty huge deck. Let's see what else comes out for you guys. I'll take that. It says ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Okay. So what do we have? Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Interesting that we have ring and then we have carriage. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Alright. I have a hunch what this might be, but let's see. Okay. What do we have? Younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Mice, discord among friends or family. And we have wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Wow. All right. It almost seems as if someone from your past is blocking your future or blocking your present. Because each time there's the arrival of something or the association of you with something, there's either muddled unthinking or some sort of discord, or emotions might flare up again about someone from your past. So for now, this is surely indicating towards someone from your past, but I feel like this past person's re-entry into your life can coincide with a new person's arrival. And that might be why there will be all of this unclear thinking, and you might feel emotionally overwhelmed because on the one hand there's someone for whom you used to have a lot of feelings and perhaps you still do, but then on the other hand there's someone who's perhaps offering you a much better future. One of them might be your age, one of them might be younger than you, there might be some age gap between you and your ex. In fact, whoever this ex of yours is, it does seem like, first of all, the connection between you both has always been pretty on and off. I'm not seeing any steadiness as such in this relationship, in this past relationship or the connection, you can say. And it's also possible that the discord that happened, or when things started going out of hand, that was for 2 main reasons. One, there could have been a lot of physical distance that came between you guys, and that took a toll on your connection. It could have led to trust issues, or if there was time zone difference, that also added to the problems. And then the second could have been the fact that their family disapproved of you. And why their family did not like you could have something to do with perhaps some socio-economic differences between your family and theirs. So this ex of yours might be someone who belongs to a very wealthy family. Like these are people who are generationally wealthy, and you might belong to a family who relatively does not have that much money, which is something that wasn't sitting well with their family. For a lot of you, this ex of yours, this relationship, and I'll be honest, is, like I said, although the timing might coincide, the energy of the ex person is more strong over here as compared to a newer person. Anyway, like I was saying, this ex of yours could have been someone with whom your relationship started out. I mean, this is someone with whom you did not get along well with at all, and then that hatred changed to love. So this was a slow burn couple of you guys, but it was like from haters to lovers, or like from enemies to friends and then eventually lovers, something like that. I can also see that another reason why things could have fallen apart with that person in the past was because each time you asked them about the future of this relationship or where is this relationship going, and especially if this was a situationship and you were the one who was always asking for commitment, or at least asking them to give you a date or get serious about marrying and things like that, that is when they wouldn't give you any clear answer. And when you would see these signs of confusion in their body language or in their words to you, you naturally did not like it, because it almost seems like things were going great and you were very sure of this person, or you were very sure of this relationship, which is why when you sensed doubt from them, or you sensed discord because of their family's interference and the physical distance, perhaps it could have started taking a toll on you. It could have started taking a toll on your physical health. It could have started taking a toll on your mental health also, for that matter. It's also possible that you both belong to different ethnicities, different religions, different cultures, different castes also, for that matter. And that could have been another reason why this person was never able to give you that full commitment that, okay, I'll go against my family, I'll do whatever it takes, but it's 100% yes from my side that I want to be with you. They never gave you that surety. They never gave you that assurance. And it does seem like, although they detached themselves from you, and after that they could have gone on a spree of dating random people, that love that they have for you, it is so strong that they were never able to put out that fire. They were never able to put you out of their heart. They could have tried to replace you. They could have tried to move on from you, but it's very clear over here that they weren't able to. In fact, for a lot of you, Group 1, Spirit is telling me that this is not the first time that they'll be popping back in your life when you meet someone new. This has happened before. Each time they find out that you're with someone new, and because they're not able to bear it, they're not able to tolerate it, they re-enter or resurface in your life. What I don't like about your person's energy, though, based on the cards that I'm seeing in front of me, is that I don't know whether they're aware of this or not, but it almost seems like they lead you on each time they come back. They infuse that hope in you that, okay, this time around things will get better. But then as soon as questions of marriage or commitment or kids or moving in, perhaps, you start ushering in those questions, again they take a step back. And it's like, again, they let you down. So this is someone who has been letting you down. But the thing is that the love between you guys and that passion is extremely strong, which is why you both try to go your different ways, but you both are not able to see each other with anyone else. And you guys, it's like there's some gravitational pull or something, and you guys keep coming back towards each other. We'll of course find out more from the tarot cards, but for now, let's leave these over here and let's see a little bit about this person so that you can get greater clarity. So the cards that came out were Nephilim, which says controversial, assessing new perspectives. Then we have B, which says spread heart healing with joy. And we have shapeshifter, which says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. It seems like this relationship, this connection has seen many seasons. This isn't someone new for sure who's coming in your life next. In fact, your connection with this past person has gone through many different phases. Sometimes hot, sometimes cold, sometimes everything is super great between you guys, and sometimes it's just very, very cold, almost as if there's nothing there, even though there is, of course. I do see over here that this ex of yours, at their core, it's not like they're bad of heart. And that's why I think I was given that message that maybe they don't even realize that they're giving you hope or that they're leading you on. In fact, the kind of happiness that they get when they're with you and the kind of happiness that you get when you're with them seems pretty unmatched over here, honestly. And again, I do feel like they could have tried to do a bit of networking. They could have tried their luck with other people. I'm sorry, each time I'm recording, the ice cream man and his horn, they keep distracting me. But it didn't work out. There he is. Also, when I look at this person over here uprooting the tree or taking an uprooted tree from one place to the next, and especially the expression over here, it is very clear that each time they find out that you have started, laying the foundation of a new connection, they come back in your life to uproot that new connection. I don't know whether you do the same to them or not, but they definitely do that. And it does seem like, and this is interesting, this man seems to be moving forward, but then he's looking behind him. And this tells us a lot about his or her or their attachment to you, this ex of yours. They try to move forward, they try to move on from you, but they're not able to. Instead of them focusing on their current relationships, they're always more focused on what's going on in your life, or who are you with, or whom are you dating. In fact, it's quite possible that they have a very strong group of friends who keep feeding them information about you. So they find out each time you're with someone, or each time you've been spotted with someone, or you're dating someone, they get that information. So the first 2-3 times you might have felt like, oh, it's such a coincidence that each time I begin dating someone new, this ex person pops up. But now I can see that it's less of a coincidence and more of very good networking that they do, specifically to keep an eye on you, it seems. This individual, and perhaps what could have attracted you to them in the first place, was the fact they were very different from the rest. This was the kind of person who was not afraid to speak their mind. This is the kind of person who's very daring, who's very courageous, very strong. Something about their physique also could have attracted you to them a lot. If you have a thing for people who are very tall, muscular, like a very stereotypical manly man, for the lack of a better term, I would say, you could have perhaps found all those qualities in this person, and just something about them looking like the bad guy but being the softie could have attracted you to them. And it does seem like this individual, when you guys at first met, they too had a lot of options, but their eyes fell for you, like they fell for you. I can also say that, and this is where it gets interesting with the shapeshifter, that although usually this is a person who takes a stand for what's wrong and who's never afraid to speak their mind, and who does not even flinch once before challenging authority and whatnot, but when it comes to taking a decisive stand for you and for this relationship, and when it comes to taking a stand against their family, that is when you get to see a totally different side of theirs, a side which is very meek, a side which is very humble, very docile perhaps. They're not able to speak up. they're not able to tell their family that, I don't care what you guys think, and this is the person that I love, so I'm going to be with group one. And when this side of theirs had come out for the first time in front of you, you could have seriously asked yourself that, did I make a mistake in judging this person? Was I wrong about them? Were they always like this, and perhaps I was blinded by love and so I couldn't see it? But I can tell you that all the good things that had attracted you towards them, that's all correct, and those qualities still exist in them. It's just that, and it's rather unfortunate, that when it comes to their future with you, and I'm being told particularly you, they're not able to. It almost seems like if they have to choose you, they will have to completely cut off ties with their family. This is reminiscent of a family tree that has been uprooted. So it's like, in order to be with you, they will have to completely cut off ties with their family. In fact, their family could have told them that, do not come back into this house, do not speak to us ever again, don't show us your face if you choose group one. And that is why, with unclear thinking and all these energies over here, they're going through this dilemma. Should I choose group one, or do I choose my family? And because naturally you both are very dear to this person, they're just stuck. They're not able to come to a proper decision. And it might not be having as much of an effect on their family as it is having on you, because they're basically leaving you hanging, right? All right, I'm going to give you some initials also, just so that you get some more idea. But if the energies are matching, don't, take the initials with a grain of salt. All right. Look at this. Did you see that 3 times? I'm just going to leave this, because I do feel like this is like that shapeshifter shit over here, You will try to get rid of them, they'll keep popping back up in your life, group one. That's what that is. All right, so we have GRAIM, which can also be a W. We have O, D, another A, K, L, and a T. So we've got 2 A's over here. So perhaps this individual has more than one A in their name, or their surname and first name both begins with the same letter. For a lot of you, this could have been someone whom you had first connected with on Instagram. They could have slid into your DMs, and that's how you guys started talking. I just realized that the letters over here spelling Modak, which is a very dear sweet for Lord Ganesh. So perhaps you or this person follows Hinduism, or you live in Maharashtra, or you belong to Maharashtra, something like that. I also feel like this might be an indication that, and because clearly there is love over here, Lord Ganesh might be helping this connection in overcoming the obstacles, because he's basically the god of removing obstacles. So, okay, let's see what comes out in your tarot cards. Group one. We have the 9 of Cups, the Hanged Man, Five of Swords in reverse, and the 7 of Pentacles. Five of Swords in reverse clarified by the 8 of Pentacles, and the bottom of the deck at this point, as I just saw, is the King of Swords. Honestly, with 9 of Cups over here, group one, I don't think you want someone new. Yes, this connection is nothing short of a headache. But that longing that you both feel for each other, you and this individual, you cannot deny it. It's not something that you can just run away from, especially because there's so much history between you guys. The love that this individual has for you and what you have for them runs deep. What I like is that right after the Hangman, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And we were talking about obstacles getting removed and all. So it's quite possible that whatever the thing is, because of which, whatever that issue is, because of which this individual is not able to make a move towards you or is unable to give you that commitment, that point of contention between you guys, that point of worry between you guys seems to be going out. And with Eight of Pentacles as the clarifier, it tells me that, and especially because this person is holding that candle, your person will figure out a way to make things work. Yes, they might ask you to hold on to them just a little bit longer, but because we have the Nine of Cups over here as well, which is the card of wish fulfillment, it does seem like this time around when they resurface in your life, Group 1, it will be with an action plan that will not leave you disappointed like all the previous times. In fact, it will lead you both into that final union. Wow. Let me see what else is coming up. You might try to resist yourself from talking to them when they resurface in your life. You might tell yourself that it's going to turn out like all the other times, so what's the point? I don't want to talk to you. But they will be persistent when they come back around. And maybe they've always been persistent, but something about this time can feel different right from the get-go. And for sure, this connection will come out of the current state of stagnation or suspension that it currently is in. So that's great. You or this person might be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So these are all the messages that I have for you right now, Group 1. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're new over here. Let me know down in the comment section how you liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, Group 2. If you guys chose the second image, let's take a look at the tea leaves first to find out the person that's coming in your life. Is that an ex or a next? Oh, I got two over here, all right. So we have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated, sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start, broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Then we have flute, which says disappointment in a friend or lover. Yikes, all right. Let's see what else comes up. This is a big deck, so I've divided it into 3 tiny circles. But we have not unsuccessful plans, bridge, successfully overcoming a problem, and we have tulip, which says great passion. I will push all of this up as soon as I am done with the last round of cards, guys. What do we have? Dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. And finally, we have 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Okay. Let me just push these up so you guys can see everything. Can you? Yes, you can. All right. Very clearly, Group 2. First of all, this is the group that is absolutely confident that they have got nothing to do with any ex at all. It's very clear in your energy over here, Group 2, that you are not in the mood of giving second, third or fourth chances to anyone from your past. You want nothing to do with any ex of yours, any past situationship of yours. You guys are done with that. With bridge over here, I do feel like, not, if not all of you, then most of you for sure have forgiven whoever it was that had broken your heart in the past or not treated you fairly. But you have definitely come to this conclusion now, group 2, that all of those past people, you don't have a future with them. In fact, it's also evident over here that if at all occasionally you are reminded about your past, instead of getting into that mode of nostalgia or reminiscing about those people, you feel irritated, you feel very frustrated. You might in fact sometimes recall the things that you had done. A lot of you for that matter, when your past relationship or situationship was coming to an end, you could have tried to chase that person, you could have tried your level best to make sure that they stay in your life. And now when you recall all those things, it irritates you. It irritates you to just think, my speech, it irritates you to just think of, what was I thinking? How could I have said that? Why did I go after that person? It's like your past actions give you that icky feeling or make you feel very cringy. It is very clear over here. I love the fact that sunrise has come up so beautifully in the middle of your reading. And just the words, like new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So the person that's coming in your life now romantically for sure is a new person. In fact, with broken ring over here, this is the group that has vowed to never ever look back. Somewhere broken ring over here is giving me the feeling that any ex of yours or any situationship, whatever it might have been, had hurt you pretty bad. In fact, maybe there are a few of you over here today who, your marriage got broken, or someone promised that they'd marry you, but then they cheated on you, went away with someone else, or you guys got engaged and then at the 9th hour they called off the engagement, something like that. So because they gave you so much disappointment, you've promised yourself that there's absolutely no point in me pinning my hopes on someone who's let me down once so badly. Why should I give them a chance to let me down again? So I'm not going to do that. Your current energy too seems to be very nice over here. It does look like you're very focused on yourself right now. You are trying to find your passion, or you're trying to build a career out of your passion. A lot of you for that matter. You are very hopeful about your future, not just in terms of your love life, but your life in general. You're very hopeful about. One of the reasons why you could have come to this decision that I don't have anything to do with the past person anymore is because with unsuccessful plans over here, whatever it is that you had tried from your side for reconciliation simply did not work out. And that is perhaps when it hit you, that okay, maybe things aren't working out because they're not supposed to work out. Maybe this is not the right person for me. Maybe this rejection was God's protection and I should just accept that and move forward. And that is, with that new shift in perspective, that is when you became hopeful about your future. That is when you shifted the focus back inward onto yourself. And I love how we have the 4-leaf clover over here for you, group 2, because not only are you about to get super lucky in love, but good fortune over here with the Dark Man is telling me that this new person that will be entering your life will bring in a lot of abundance and a lot of luck and prosperity and positivity along with them when they come in your life. In fact, it's also very clear over here with unsuccessful plans and then successfully overcoming a problem, that whatever broken pieces of your heart are still lying around here and there, the new person will come and they'll fix all of that. And when I say they'll fix all of that, I don't mean to say that it is their job to heal you or to fix you or to fix your broken heart. But yes, they might make you feel very good after a really long time. So fixing in that sense, that whatever little bits of sadness, you can say, are still lying around somewhere, all of that will be gone. In fact, when I look at this card over here, I'm reminded of this thing that I'd read on the internet a few days ago, that in some culture, I think Japanese culture, but I'm not very sure, so I won't say too much about the geography, that if something is broken, those guys, they use liquid gold to fix it. And they think that if you fix things like that, put the pieces back together with liquid gold, it looks even more beautiful. So that's what I'm being reminded of over here. That with the new lover, when they come in your life, thanks to them, your heart will open up more than it ever has. Your vulnerability will be at an all-time high in a good sense, and you will be able to feel love and romance and passion at a scale that you've never felt before. Okay, so let's take a look at some more information about the person that's coming in your life now. So we have third eye, which says visions, manifesting, meditation. Then we have gray squirrel, which says find new ways of solving problems. And notice how the squirrel has a glistening gem over here, and then that's basically what's highlighted over here in the third eye card as well. Then we have child eternal, which says determination to remain young in body, mind and spirit, ability to see things with fresh eyes. This new lover is coming in your life partly because of your fortune and your luck and of course destiny, but partly also because you have been manifesting it. You have been manifesting a new lover for yourself. You might have done some sort of spell work, you might have done some ritual or something, you might have been practicing a lot of visualization of late, journal writing, whatever it is that your means of manifestation are, it's coming true. All right, especially if you have been manifesting for love, know for a fact that it is coming true. In fact, my reel today for Instagram is also going to be about manifestation, so you might want to look at that as well. I love how right off the bat we have the energy of third eye over here, which is all about your intuition. So it seems like even though this is going to be a new person, you will know, like you will just know that this is it. This is the person that I have to be with. The level at which you and this new person are going to connect, surreal. You've never felt that kind of connection with anybody before, I can guarantee that. They will make you feel so seen and so heard. That has also never happened with you before. Just like you, this individual too, they're very good with their intuition. They too might be having intuitive powers like you. They might be someone who loves to meditate, loves to unwind with that. They're very, very intelligent, wise beyond their years is what I'm hearing. And they have a serious look on their face, but they have a childlike heart. In fact, age-wise also, they might be slightly younger than you, a couple of years perhaps, or a few months at most. And this individual, although I'm getting that, what's the phrase? Young heart and old soul vibe from this new lover of yours, group 2. So yes, they're very wise, they're very knowledgeable, they know everything about everything. This is the kind of person that you can have a conversation with on almost any topic, and they'll have something or the other to say for sure. A fact checker is what I just heard. So maybe this is someone who loves to read about facts, or it's like they're like a walking library at this point. But despite all of that, there is this jovial energy to them. They're not dull. They look serious, but they're not serious. They look like they might be the kind of person who always and only has intellectual conversations, but that's not true. They know when to let loose. They know when to have fun. The way in which they perceive things, their take on things, the way they look at the universe, it's refreshingly different from all the other opinions that you've encountered so far, and maybe even yours. They have that enthusiasm in them, they have that explorer spirit in them, wherein they love to visit new places, get to know about different cultures, try out different cuisines. They know how to find beauty in everything. Even if they're living a very mundane life, a very stereotypically mundane life, very minimalist, and if someone was to look at their life, they would have said that, oh, don't you get bored? But then that's the thing with this new person of yours. And by the way, I'm not saying that that's the kind of life that they live. For example's sake, no matter how simple their living condition might be, no matter how less of everything they might be having, they'll know how to make the most of it. They'll still be very content with it. And contentment is something that's very hard to find in people. And in fact, us also, it's not every day that you feel like life is going according to your plans. But that is precisely what sets apart this individual from other people. Group 2. They know how to be happy. They've mastered that art. In fact, this is the kind of person who's also very good at understanding what someone is thinking or how is someone feeling by merely looking at them. And it does say third eye over here, so maybe this is someone who's very good at face reading. They might not be aware of it. They might not know that this is like a gift that they have, that they can read faces, but they can. So let's say that you're troubled, all right, for some reason. And even if you don't really tell them out loud what the problem is or what the issue is, one look at your face or 5 seconds into the conversation, they'll know something is wrong. So this is not the kind of person whom you will have to give hints every now and then, ask me, something is wrong with me, can't you see something is wrong with me? Because without you having to utter even a word, they'll know what's up. Okay, let's find out now what might their possible initials be, and then we'll take a look at your tarot cards. What do we have? Okay, so we have T, Q, M, which can also be a W. We have P, another M, O, one more O, Z, E, another O, J, and U. They might have more than one M in their name, they might have more than one W in their name, or more than one O in their name. Their first name, middle name, surname all might begin with the same letter, or their first name and surname both might begin with the same letter. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. Knight of Cups, Death, Rebirth, Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. We did have Death and Rebirth over here. This is actually a past life soulmate that's returning in this life of yours, Group 2. No wonder that one look at them and you'll know that this is it. And this is in fact it, because we do have the Ten of Cups over here. So most likely, like for 99% of you, this is the person that you will end up marrying, having kids with, settling down with, growing old with. All of that is going to happen with this new person. They might take somewhere around 3 to 10 months to come in your life, but for a lot of you, it might happen as soon as the next 1 to 3 months itself. November and December might also be important for you, especially if you're watching this reading in October. it's going to start out as something very light and easy breezy and romantic, but before you know it, you guys would have moved on to the next much more serious phase of this relationship, wherein you guys are already discussing marriage and kids and all that jazz. One thing that you will have to make sure that does not happen though, group 2, is that with the 8 of Swords over here, don't let yourself get in your way. All right, because 8 of Swords is the energy of, I would say, it's like a mental prison. You know, you're assuming things that don't actually exist. And that's why I clarified, I want to know what it was about. And the 3 of Pentacles popped out, and that's why I laughed, because you might feel two things. A, that this person is too good to be true. So there's no way in hell that they're actually having these conversations with me regarding marriage and kids and all of that. I'm pretty sure they're just, going along with the flow, just saying these things for the sake of having a nice time with me, or because they don't want to turn me off and they don't really mean it. And the second thing is, you might think that they're not interested in you for the long haul, that they're only looking for a short-term thing with you. So, well, why would someone like them fall for someone like me? And I'm sure they're just, over here for a good time, not for a long time. So perhaps I should not let myself get too attached to them. What's the point? And I can understand where you're coming from, by the way. I mean, I did take a look at your tea leaves with you. So you have been majorly disappointed in your past. So somewhere, of course, it's only natural for you to not immediately trust that good things are happening with you again. It happens, when things have been going pretty shitty, and when good things start happening, we start fearing that they'll also come to an end, or things will just go downhill again like how they had been in the past. And I think that is why you needed to hear this message today, group 2, that do not doubt this. Do not doubt the intentions of this new person. Do not doubt their love for you. Do not doubt your own feelings for them. For the longest time, even though your intuition is, like basically buzzing that this is it, your fears might make you hold back a little bit and put these thoughts in your mind that no, oh, we're just friends, there's nothing more, even though there clearly is everything more. So make sure you do not let this energy get in the way. Otherwise, you're all set over here. This individual, they're so caring, they're so affectionate. Your sex life, by the way, going to be off the hook. They're very romantic, they're very charismatic. They know how to sweep you off your feet, and that's basically what they're going to do without fail, for sure. They'll be more than happy to plan date nights. They'll not be the kind of person who calls you up and says, okay, you decide everything and just tell me where do I have to show up and I'll do that. They'll take initiative, and you will like the fact that they're taking initiative. And maybe that is why, maybe because after such a long time you've met someone who's genuinely putting in the effort, you might find it a little difficult to digest. But like I said, trust it. Have faith that it's all happening finally for you. So there's no reason for you to worry, basically. You or this new person might have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart. Alright, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 2. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you guys chose the third image, let's take a look at your tea leaves first and find out who is coming in your life. Is it an ex or is it a next? What do we have? Pin, new job or career. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Vine, seek out information that will help you. All right, I've got 2 more of these, so let's take some more cards first and then we will do the channeling. We have chain of events that will affect your life. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. All right, it gets a little difficult for me to handle circular cards with my small hands. All right, and last file now. You can't see that, so I'm going to put these away first and then see. Okay. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you, yikes. Then we have box, you will receive a gift, okay. And then we have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. All right. Let me see group 3. I'm getting 2 messages over here. For most of you, this is a new person that's coming in your life. But your ex isn't completely out of the picture now. They're not. This is that ex who is somehow linked to you. So either you guys have kids together, or you have a pet together, or you had purchased some property together because of which you're not able to completely get rid of them. Or perhaps you guys work together, you live in the same building. Something is keeping you tied to this ex of yours. You're not going to get involved with them romantically again. And I can see why, because, and by the way, group 3, if this is one of those exes or one of those situationships wherein you're constantly asking yourself, should I wait for this person or should I move on? Move on. Move on. Why? Because we have mule in the center of your reading. If you think this individual will change, use the spin to burst your bubble, because they won't. This is a very stubborn individual. This is someone who's very stuck in their ways. And if they've said that there are things they can't give you, trust them, because they won't even make an effort. So if you think that you can, I don't know, change them with your love or something, or if you think that they'll have a change of heart, that's not going to happen. They will be with you as long as it's all light and fun, like all fun and games. But the minute things get serious, they'll back out. In fact, I feel like the arrival of the new person in your life with whom you will be getting romantically associated, either around the same time or just somewhere before that, you will get to know something not so great, not so pleasant about this ex or situationship of yours. It could have been something that they hid from you. Maybe there were others in the picture that you were not aware of, but because we don't know what it is, I'm not going to jump to that conclusion, but it can be that. Whatever it is, it seems like that'll be the last straw for you. Once you get that information that this ex of yours or this past situationship person, I'll just say ex for the sake of convenience, had been hiding from you, you might have your wake up moment. You might have your realization in that moment that it's a lost cause, basically. Nothing is going to come out of it. Why am I even bothering myself with this person? I shouldn't. Because grasshopper over here has made it very clear to me that even when you were in a relationship with this person, group 3, it had always been a mismatch. This individual was never energetically aligned with you. They were never the perfect match for you, because their level of commitment, their level of investment, emotional maturity, nothing matched you. That is why the scales were never balanced. You could have tried to balance them from your end, but obviously it didn't work because the other person wasn't budging. In fact, when I look at this over here, you will receive a gift, and we do have karma over there, which says you will reap what you have sown. I feel like it'll be a double surprise or a double gift for you. The first gift, of course, will be the new lover that is being sent your way, and the second gift will be some sort of karmic lesson that happens with your ex, which you might get to know about from someone. With wine over here, you might hear it through the grapevine. Any mutual friends or something, they might tell you that, oh, your ex, such and such a thing happened, or we heard that this is what happened, or whether it's in their love life or whether it's in their career, something like some sort of karmic lesson is unfolding for them big time, which you will get to know about. And you'll feel happy about it. And if you do, don't feel guilty, because you have every reason to feel happy about it. They had it coming. So in any case, there's nothing that you could have done about it, right? Also notice how we have the pin, which is, it's reminiscent of a needle, and then we have a haystack. And it's almost as if the reason why you've been clinging on to this ex for such a long time is because you're trying to find a reason to stay. And that's what I just heard very distinctly, group 3. It's like you're forcing yourself, you're trying to find a reason to stay, but it's equivalent to finding a needle in a haystack. It's just next to impossible. And you might never find even a single good reason to stay bound to this past person, because they're simply not worth it over here. With light-hearted and carefree time, and especially with this skull over here, you're past that phase. There was a phase in your life where you too just wanted something casual, but you don't anymore. You want something serious now. You want something that has substance now. You want longevity now. And you're not going to get that from this ex. Which is why a new person who's more deserving of you, who's on the same level as you, is being sent in your life. And because we have a chain of events that will affect your life, it's quite possible that over the next few days or weeks or months, certain things will happen in your life. This can be anything. You hear about a new job, you apply for that job, interview happens, you clear it, you get selected. They tell you that, if you accept the position, you'll have to change your place, go somewhere else. You agree, you move out, you go to that new city, you're exploring different places and all over there, and that's where you meet the new person. This was so nice. Okay, so basically a chain of events like that will lead you to this new person. And with skull over here, honestly, I think Spirit is saying it'll be best for you if you can just bury that connection in the past and not really take it with you into your future, because it's not going to serve you anything. You're not getting anything out of it anyway. So then what's the point? With Mule over here, you're essentially dragging baggage with you. You're essentially dragging things and memories and whatnot that aren't just serving you anymore. So unnecessarily, don't increase your own burdens. Drop that baggage, drop those bags, drop that connection, and then move into your future. All right, now let's find out some information about this new person. So we have reptilians, which says predator, survival, tyrannical. Then we have goat, act from your innate wisdom. And hero or heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. It's like the man or woman of your dreams is being sent in your life now, group 3. This is definitely a force to be reckoned with for sure. Anybody who underestimates your new lover will be making the biggest mistake of their life, because your new lover is someone who does not give up without a good fight. They seem to be someone who, wherever they are in their life right now, at the top of that mountain, they've made their way up to the top, obviously. This is not someone who comes from a generationally wealthy family. This is someone who has worked very hard to create their own wealth. This is someone perhaps who came from a very simple family, or a very poor family also for that matter, and then they climbed their way to the top because of their hard work, because of their dedication. And one thing that I'm hearing is survival of the fittest. So this might be something that your new lover believes in thoroughly, that only the fittest will survive. So, I'll do what it takes, but I have to make sure that I don't go down to from where I started from. So this is not someone who will shy away from demonstrating their power. This is not someone who will shy away from playing whatever games they have to. But they have that hunger, and you have to understand where that hunger is coming from. So they're not a bad person. They just do not want to go back to their old life because it was difficult, it was sad. Right? So now they have that warrior spirit in them. Now they have that soldier spirit in them. That no matter what happens, whether it's some life difficulty or situation, or some person who's trying to mess with me uselessly, I will fight. I will put up a good fight. And I will come out victorious. And that usually happens. By the way, it's not that your new lover is just muscle and no brain. Because they have muscle, but they have brain as well. With quote over here, which says, act from your innate wisdom. In fact, it almost seems like your new lover had to grow up overnight, or they got their maturity from a very young age for two reasons. A, they come from a family that even though they do not have much, there was a lot of love and close bonding in the family. So they've spent a lot of time with older people, like grandparents, older aunts or uncles. So naturally, they became more mature than their contemporaries. And the second reason is that because from a very young age they had seen their family struggling, all these heavy life lessons which perhaps people learn in their 20s or 30s, this individual faced the reality of the world at a tender age of, let's say, 5 or 10. So ever since that time, they became wiser, like wise beyond their years. In fact, in general too, this is someone who prefers hanging out more with people who are older than them. They might be a little bit older than you in age too. I'm hearing 2 to 5 years, give or take. They might be older than you. They're very good looking for sure. They look like they can be cast in a movie. They have those typical good looks. And I also like how this individual, for them, money isn't the only goal. The goal is also about bettering themselves as a person. They want to become the best version of themselves. And that is what they strive towards. And I also like how they don't just think about themselves, but they think about the general upliftment or the general well-being of their whole family. They take everyone with them. They're also very possessive and very protective about their family and all their loved ones for that matter. So of course, when you become part of that circle, they'll be very possessive and protective towards you as well. All right, now let's see what their possible initials might be, group 3. So we have A, I, N, another A, U, a W, which can also be an M. Then we have X, H, I, L, Z, and a C. So A might come out more than once in their name, or their first name and surname might both begin with the same letter. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards now. We have the Empress, King of Pentacles, King of Wands, Oh, a card had already fallen out. Okay. Oh, look at this. We have the Five of Cups and the Six. Guys, bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. I can't even. Okay. I swear I did not even notice that the last card had already fallen out, and you were clearly, you guys have chosen the right pile. All right, let's just say that. With that Eight of Cups over there, then this Five of Cups and the Six of Swords, I'm going to put it like this. This is perhaps that last bit of confirmation for you, Group 3, that if even now you're confused about what you should be doing, should you be waiting for your ex or for that situationship, or should you move towards your future, this is your sign. Cut that crap out of your life. It is a futile situation. If you wait, you'll just keep on waiting. You're not going to get anything out of it except for sadness, except for letdowns. And if you want to find true happiness, look the other way. Keep going forward. The sooner you take yourself out of that situation, that past situation, the better it'll be for you. And there's a reason behind it. If you look at the Empress over here, and this is similar to the energy that I had channeled for you through your tea leaves, that maybe there was a time in your life when you wanted only casual stuff, only flings and all, but you're not in that space anymore. You want something serious now. You want to settle down, or even if not like settle down, you at least want something more solid and more long term now, which that past person wasn't capable of giving you. In fact, it's quite possible that they were only in it just for the fun, for the sex and everything, but nothing beyond that. But the new lover who's coming in your life, with whom, by the way, you guys might have kids with the new lover of yours, not only are they going to reignite that fire in your heart, which somewhere is almost like it's very faint at that point, the fire of faith, I would say, of hope that you can have that good experience in love ever. Yeah, so they're coming in with that flame. I am being told to tell you, and if you think you are on that journey, because I heard it, I have to say it, I think this new lover, for a few of you at least, will be your twin flame with whom you're going to get into a 3D union. But apart from that also, with the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, this new lover of yours is someone who walks their talk. They have a lot of integrity. Definitely someone who's built their generation, built their wealth themselves from scratch. They'll be extremely loyal to you. They will fight for you. They'll always be with you. They'll be like that wind beneath your wings. Definitely not someone who has an ego problem. Definitely not someone who has a god complex. They will be more than happy if you're doing better than them, or if you're earning more than them. They wouldn't mind that. And they'll make their intentions towards you very clear also right from the get-go, that look, I'm not in this for short term. I want you and just you, and I am here to stay. They will give you that faith, they will give you that confidence, I would say, to go for it, to really commit to it. The passion, the warmth, the compatibility between you and your new lover, it's so good. It's almost as if with the Empress over here and the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, you'll finally meet someone who can genuinely appreciate you, Group 3. This individual will treat you, they'll put you on a pedestal, they'll treat you like a queen, they'll be so nice to you, they'll pamper you, they'll spoil you silly. And like I said, just in general, you'll finally meet the person who cherishes you. That's the word that I was going for. They'll cherish you. They'll make you feel so loved, so accepted, and so good about yourself. Things that this past person could have never made you feel. Maybe they did initially, but it soon fizzled out. You or this new lover of yours might have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your charts. Actually, all the suits are over here, so it can be anything. And like I said, the sooner you can decide for sure that you want to move away from the ex, the better it will be. But give or take, it can take another 6 weeks for this new person to show up in your life. All right, so these are all the messages that I have for you right now, group 3. If this reading resonated with you, you can connect with me for a personal reading. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.